It's about these layer ones, like Ardor, that is one of the most really important protocols over the world. And I know you are doing a very great job, Alberto, in our community. We have a validator in our space, so we really are used with technology. So thank you very much, really. We appreciate you here.
Okay, so thank you for having me. So maybe a little bit about myself. I'm a software engineer in my profession. I've been developing blockchain core protocols since 2014. I worked initially on the NXT blockchain, the first proof of stake blockchain, and which later transformed into Ardor, which is one of the first multi-chain platforms that has a parent chain that manages the proof of stake consensus, and a child chain and multiple child chains, including Ignis, which is the first child chain. So let me share my screen and let's go over the presentation. Okay, so today I also want to share this presentation to make an announcement about a new project we are launching. So without further ado, a little bit about our product. So again, we started the group that established Jarida. We are the core developers of NXT, the first proof of stake blockchain, and we have Ardor. And now we have Ardor, the multi-chain protocol, with Ardor as parent chain and Ignis as the first child chain, and other child chains as well. Just to go over what we have with Ardor, we launched Ardor on mainnet in January 2018. It's based on NXT technology. It has a unique parent-child chain architecture, where the parent chain provides the proof of stake consensus and security to all the child chains. This provides several operational advantages, like reduced blockchain bloat, increased scalability, and it enables multiple interconnected blockchains. Then about Ignis. Ignis is the first child chain. It's where all the applications, the smart contracts, the utility of the platform exists, including what we call lightweight smart contracts, which is a different approach to blockchain contract development. We have accounts, assets. Assets are specific tokens that you can issue on Ignis itself, and businesses and Ignis is open for developers with open APIs that can develop application for Ignis in Java, including assets and non-fungible tokens and voting polls, messages, account properties, and many of what you turn to expect when you develop a decentralized application. Right, so our existing ecosystem, we have quite a few child chains already. We have projects that are cloning the whole platform to create their own private permission chain. And we have quite a few applications already developed on the Ignis chain, including several that we're doing with the Austrian government, Treecoin, which is a security token, projects in the gaming industry, geolocation, donations, health, and so on. But yet, I mean, we have to admit our aim is to go higher, is to go to larger audience and to make this the blockchain technology accessible to much larger crowds. So we did a lot of thinking about, I mean, we have great technology, it's running stable, it's scalable, and we want to make it accessible for the masses. So we embarked on extensive market research to try to find the next big use case that that will take us to the next step in terms of adoption. And we came up with a market opportunity around the topic of online casual gaming. Okay, the online casual gaming market is booming. Everybody is in lockdown because of COVID. The internet becomes much more widespread, and especially with older demographics and people that did not use internet extensively before COVID-19. And this change resulted in massive opportunity for token economy and all kind of constructs like mining and utility tokens integrated with gaming. So, and we expect that this will also attract younger audience and crypto enthusiasts into the gaming ecosystem, because now you can not only play, you can also play and earn some tokens. So our approach is that instead of closed systems that just offer you gaming, we offer open APIs that third parties can integrate later and build upon and integrate with the gaming engines and with the blockchain-based tokens. So, so let's introduce the actual use case that we will start with. We call it BridgeChamp. Okay, what is BridgeChamp? So BridgeChamp is an implementation of the contract bridge game, a famous card game that is very popular and is played for hundreds of years in bridge clubs and in events and so on. It's a popular strategy card game. Typically, it's played by two competing pairs that are sitting opposite to each other around the table with 4 people. The game is composed of 2 main stages, bidding and play. Each one involves lots of strategy and theory. So this is a game for smart people. Bridge currently is played online globally, we estimate by around 100,000 players, with up to 40,000 concurrent plays daily. And the economy around the bridge game has an annual revenue of around 10 million euros. So why are we entering specifically into this market? Because the market for the online bridge play suffers from stagnation. There is a single company that owns all the serious bridge play websites. The existing online bridge websites are somewhat outdated. The user interface is quite unfriendly. And what is very important in the bridge ecosystem is to organize competitions where players can compete with each other on level terms. And again, the existing solutions are not very good. In addition, bridge clubs, which are usually, people traditionally play bridge in clubs, they meet together and play. Now they don't have good solution online. They just need to send all the users to the online site where they lose the club identity. So we want to solve this problem as well. But how can we penetrate the market? I mean, after all, we are blockchain developers and not a domain expert in a bridge. So we partner with a bridge teaching site designed by Barak Lieberman, a bridge expert, an Israeli bridge expert that I'm working with, and the owner of several Israeli bridge clubs. And And together with this partnership, Bridge Online Academy provides GL Reader with the necessary domain knowledge to develop a state-of-the-art solution. So we will get technical consulting about game and tournament design and the connection network with club owners and opinion leaders in the bridge market, and the necessary activity we need to penetrate the market with regarding to branding and marketing. So we aim to provide a really beautiful and nice user experience, but this is not a simple task. Like to give you an example of the project, of the challenges we are working on. So we want to design a flexible competition organization model, which is better than existing solutions. We want to provide bridge clubs that used to play, offline in the club itself. We want to provide them white label solutions so that they can still maintain their users and the branding. We will enable all this using open APIs so that both developers or anyone that wants to plug into this ecosystem can do so and play on equal terms. We want to provide state-of-the-art, beautiful and modern UI for both web and mobile. And of course, we want the application to be scalable to dozens of thousands of concurrent players to cover the whole ecosystem, which we also think and believe it will grow with the introduction of token economy. After all, we are blockchain developers. So with GelOrida, not only we develop this solution, but we also bring the tokenization angle and the blockchain interface so that the game itself will have a token economy based on our Ignis child chain, where we will have assets that represent tokens that you receive for playing, for your achievements, and also non-fungible tokens that will be given as trophies that you can use to prove your achievements, register them, and show them off. With regards to blockchain integration, there will be a process of mining new tokens based on your achievements in the play. So a kind of proof of play structure. There will be in-game economy for competition registration and organization, so that you don't need to, pay fractions of euros for each event. Instead, you will use, once you enter the ecosystem, you will be able to use the native token, but you will always be able to cash it out, and in the future, you will be able to use it in additional services that we will add around the bridge ecosystem and around other casual games. All achievements, it is very important to be able to prove to game players that achievements were really achieved, and so we can now record them on the blockchain, and to prove that what happens is that when there is random deal of cards, for example, this deal is really random and not designed by someone. And we're also looking at mechanisms for cheat prevention. Yes, but for us, so Bridge is only the beginning for entering this ecosystem. We aim to provide an excellent solution for Bridge players, use it as a use case for token economy and as a door opener for additional blockchain use cases in the casual gaming industry, perhaps later loyalty tokens. And we believe this will enable us to bring our blockchain product to mass adoption. So this is what I wanted to show you today. It's the project is still in development, but we'll start releasing details soon as things mature and we can and we are ready to demonstrate and expose more working solutions.
Thank you very much, Lior. It's really amazing, the gaming. I think gaming in general has reached another level. I can see it in my son that is playing Fortnite, and he assists as one of the biggest concerts in the world that was performance in Fortnite. I think gaming is really addictive. So if we really put incentives, economic incentives in that environment, what will be the gaming for the people in the future? What do you think? Because could be that like a profession, can be like people who doesn't play football but play online gaming. What do you see? Because I think it's like two great trends that can join and can really change a lot of things. Because for me, Fortnite is like a virtual reality. I don't know how you see, but for sure, economic incentive will play a very big role in that.
Yes, I think that like if you take, for example, the bridge use case,
Yes.
bridge is today played by people average age of around 60, okay? But I believe that, and they are struggling to bring younger audience because the younger people are not used to sitting 3 hours in a bridge competition. They want quick feedback, quick gains, and frankly, I mean, if you are good at bridge and you got some gains there, why not use it in different for different purposes? I mean, why does all these games must have closed economies that you cannot reuse your achievements between games or inside one game to get to buy something on another service? So I think that the integration of gaming and blockchain has the ability to incentivize players to first of all to play in one game, and you can reuse your achievements in one game in other games or other services that support the same token economy.
Because poker is really extremely, the gaming industry in poker and in this kind of cards is amazing. It has a volume that is really, really impressive, and there are a lot of competition. I think even more right now digital, that has been like an explosion. So yeah, it's really, 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 the potential is amazing. And can really this kind of NFTs to what will this kind of NFT, what will it impact in a person if you show that you are very good at someone? So how you think about the future for people who right now is gaming only for money, but
I mean, getting your achievements, getting good achievement in bridge is a very, because it's a very sophisticated game, it's something you should be proud of. But
like chess in some way. Yeah.
Yes, so we give you a way like to show off your achievements in a way that nobody can dispute them, and each country has its own bridge association that counts user ranking and points and so on, and we intend to integrate into this ecosystem and get the country associations to support us and so on. So yes, but I think it's much more fun if you can turn your game achievement into something you can later monetize.
Sure. And also this out of transparency, because that's also very important, the transparency of all these, yes, all what we do. So you see moving the industry to that. What do you think will be the industry? What do you expect from these initiatives?
I mean, today what we see in many services, what you get is all kind of loyalty points that are locked into some service, be it a game or I don't know, like Waze, the traffic application that sometimes you report a traffic jam, you receive, it tells you received tokens. But you cannot use these tokens for anything, not even inside the application. But if these are blockchain-based tokens, then you can report a traffic jam in Waze and use it to buy your place in the next tournament, in the next bridge tournament, and things like that, or buy or get some discount in your coffee shop and so on. So the idea here is to create some kind of a global reward system, loyalty points, but we have to start from something. Okay, it's not like we want to have one excellent use case that does not just show off the functionality, but also provides a viable business solution, and then leverage it to other services, possibly through partnerships with others that are domain experts in their area. And this way, infiltrate with blockchain technology into the real economy and spread it around. Okay.
So in the future, you have to study a career and to play bridge. So to be hired.
I used to play bridge as a child with my father. We were partners, so that's how I knew this game. So when I ran into this opportunity, it immediately clicked to me as something interesting and cool that we can do. So
I don't know if anybody has any questions. Let ask. If you, even in Spanish, you can share with us. So yes, I think gaming is really, I know a lot of CIOs that are very game addictive. So even sometimes I think that to lead an enterprise is like a game in some way.
Well, okay.
It's a question of resources, achievements, feedback, KPIs. So in some way, they have some gaming mechanics. Or
I agree about the competitiveness, especially in the blockchain industry, where you always check the token value and how you're doing against the other guys, and so it's kind of competitive, and in some sense we are bringing this experience to.
And also feedback, because I think gaming is very feedback intensive. And I think we are right now in an environment where you have all your KPIs in real time. You can know what Ardor is doing almost every second. So you
24/7, yes.
Yeah. You cannot rest, but you have an information about your company, about what you are doing, what your impact.
About Gelorida. So Gelorida is a Swiss company. Our headquarters is in Lugano, Switzerland. We specialize in building blockchain infrastructure, but we also decided that we need to focus on our own vertical, and this is, let's say, the first use case that we will develop or heavily participate in the development ourselves. And we intend to attract more developers and partners and so on, but this first use case will be driven by Gelorida itself.
Okay, it will be great. And the thing is, you have the real-time fundamentals of your company, of your project. That is like in some way amazing, no? Because you are like second to second say what really is happening. You can really you can really change your strategy of your company. I think that's probably will be a competitive advantage for the company. So using blockchain is also for management is really, they can really be a competitive advantage. Do you think so, or?
Well, blockchain is the ultimate competitive industry. I mean, and you also get very quick feedback on everything. I mean, for good or bad, there will always be immediate, you know, today with social networks and so on, people tell you very, very quickly what they think about what you do for good or bad. It's like constant feedbacks. It's something you need to learn how to deal with. It's all about communities, community building, and so on. And this is another aspect of this solution, that we want it to be social. We want, like, to show you you see, we want, when you play, we want you to actually socialize with other people. So it's kind of a social network around game together with tokenization. So we have lots of cool ideas around this, and I think it will be an amazing use case.
Yes, and we are right now used for the COVID to be like in an environment like that, no? Because probably, I don't know, it was worse the year in 20...
Yeah, because people want to be together, play together, socialize, and so on, but they can't right now, especially the elder people. So we try to give them the same experience, but using an online platform.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. People, I think, is getting used to that because of the COVID. Probably accelerate that. But yes, we are. That's like that conference. We are right now here having a conference with a lot of people, and yes, we are used to that. Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want to share with us also, I know, your thoughts about the competition or blockchain competition. What do you expect in terms, I don't know, of what are the things that you are working right now, or what are your next things that you are working on?
Yes. So unlike many of our competitors that are still building their technology or moving from stage 1 to stage 2, we already have a complete solution. I mean, we already have not only a single blockchain with single token, but an ecosystem of interconnected blockchains that we can, that resolves many of the problems that our competitors are still dealing with. And this enables us to make kind of a strategic change and start focusing on developing decentralized applications. I mean, because we can still, I mean, we still have lots of things to do in the blockchain space, but we believe that we first need to show, to validate the solution and bring a lot of use cases. And when we see, if we see in the future that we start struggling again with scalability issues and so on, we have a pretty good idea how to further improve on it. But I think right now we have a sufficiently scalable solution and we can focus on applications.
Okay, perfect. So I have to learn bridge. When I usually to play moose, that is one of the Spanish, the most common game of cards. You have for sure to play.
Maybe
bridge.
That will be our next project.
Perfect. Will be amazing. Okay, thank you very much, Lior. We are on time. We're going to. Well, no, yeah. I have 1 minute more. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so really a privilege to have you. We are in our community. We have Alberto that is doing an amazing job. We have a validator node. We are testing with your platform. As you say, is right now is working. You can use it, and yeah, I think we have to understand better the people in Spanish and other people how to use this to be a competitive advantage. So yeah, I think we need to follow on that, and I think the companies and the people who understand that competitive advantage of this technology for sure will be more successful for sure.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Thank you for announcing that, and yes, stay in touch. We will follow all your developments, and thank you very much, and congratulations for all.
Thanks. Bye.
So next.